Welcome once again. This is the fortnightly Kaadoo quiz. We've been doing this for the last 4 months now. We started in July. So July, August, September, October. This is the 8th edition of the quiz. And this one is on T20 cricket, just like the last couple of ones have been. We, of course, started with quizzes on the theme of wildlife. And thank you all for all your support and for enjoying it. But I have to tell you that today is the last quiz that we are doing, after which we're going to take a break. So please write in and tell us what you would like to see. Would you like to see more quizzes? What kind of format would you like to see? You know, short formats, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, longer formats, going up to 30, 35 minutes, shorter questions, what kind of topics, themes, all of that will help us do better and move forward in a much better way if we are to resume this quiz series. Kaadoo is a homegrown Indian board games company. They've developed a wide range of games, card games, board games that help you think, strategize, as well as learn a lot, especially about the various aspects of wildlife in India and abroad. But also there are some sport themes games and some T20 themed games as well, which can, give you a lot of excitement and a lot of fun. So please do go look up and order and purchase Kaadoo games wherever you can. It can be a great gift. The festive season is coming up upon us, and it's a wonderful gift you can give, especially to your younger friends and family and relatives and so on, who will thoroughly enjoy this. And I am your quiz master, of course, Venki Srinivasan. Many of you are old friends and quite familiar with me, so I don't need to introduce myself really. But before we start, a quick shout out. We have a surprise question that goes out at the end of the quiz every episode. And you can write in your answers through WhatsApp or through email. One lucky winner is chosen. Last week's lucky winner. Big round of applause for Udbhav Krishnamani. Udbhav is our winner from last time. Your prize should have already reached you, Udbhav. If not, it will. So congratulations to Udbhav. And with that, let's get started with today's quiz. As you know, the quiz is on the Indian T20 League. So all questions will be related to the Indian T20 League that's going on right now over the last 13 years of the Indian T20 League. Right, here is question number 1. Easy one to start with. The fortunes of a team have indeed improved when this happens. The success in 2012 was the first instance. In 2019, another team tasted their first ever playoff victory. The latest instance happened in 2020 when a contemporary makeover was given. They've since seen considerable impact, but we'll have to see whether their record in the finals will improve. What are we talking about? All right, I think many of you got onto the right track. It was not necessarily changing the name of the team, because that doesn't hold good for 2020 actually. We're talking about a change in the team logo. Like a lot of people have pointed out, 2019 was Delhi Daredevils becoming Delhi Capitals. There was a brand change because the ownership changed, but also the fact that their logo and their jersey changed. 2020, of course, is RCB, who've done a makeover. In 2012, we were looking at KKR doing a change. I think a lot of you have said SRH. That was again Deccan Chargers to Sunrisers Hyderabad, but we were looking at existing teams kind of changing their brands or logos. So if you change their brand, change their logo, even change their name, well, change the name is not technically correct because it doesn't fit for 2020, but we will still give you the points. Team logo changed or brand changed is the better and correct answer, because that's what fits all the 3 examples over here. Let's move to the second question. In the 2011 English T20 tournament, Lancashire scored a last ball sixer and Hampshire took a last ball wicket. Both these heroics went in vain as they failed over the next couple of overs. This year's IPL managed to do one better to this rare occurrence. What are we talking about? Okay, so let's see what the answer is. A lot of you got onto the right track. I'll give points to whoever said 2 super overs. It's 2 super overs on the same day, right? It is on the same day. That's what is critical. In the question that you saw, both those semifinals happened one after the other on the same day. Interestingly, both were actually rained out and rain curtailed and decided by the DL Duckworth Lewis method. but both went into a super over, one following the other immediately on the same day. And this time, of course, we saw that there were 3 super overs on the same day. One during the Kolkata-Hyderabad match, which was won by Hyderabad, and 2 during the Punjab-Mumbai match, because the first one went into a super over when Shami defended all those runs, and then the second super over was finally won by Punjab after Gale and Mayank scored those runs. So we're talking about 2 super overs on the same day, right? Not ties and super overs. I don't think ties and super overs have happened yet. This was, to the best of my knowledge, the first instance that it's happened. But 2 super overs on the same day is what we were looking for. Of course, the IPL went one better and we had 3 super overs on the same day. All right. Third question. In 2014, a 17th over incident during the Mumbai-Bangalore match saw 2 level 2 offences being handed out under the IPL's code of conduct. The referee handed out 2 fines, match fee reductions of 50% to one player and 75% to another player. After a few ballistics and a taunting run out, this aggressive tiff ended. Who were the 2 players involved? This is from the 2004 edition of the Indian T20 League. And I've also told you the teams playing, Mumbai and Bangalore. So who were the 2 players involved in this aggressive altercation that happened, that many of you may remember if you remember watching this match in 2014? Okay, here we go with the answer. I think a lot of you got it right. This is, of course, Kieron Pollard and Mitchell Starc. I think those were the days when Mitchell Starc used to play for the Bangalore franchise. I think some words were exchanged. Starc tried to throw the ball towards Pollard, and then Pollard made some gesture as if to throw his bat. His bat actually slipped and fell down, I think. And then finally, Pollard got stranded and run out. And I think Mitchell Starc, before removing the bails, kind of taunted him and said, why don't you try and come back into the crease and that type of thing. Of course, both champion players. So I think this is all heat of the moment stuff. We've seen that the Indian T20 League actually promotes a lot of camaraderie. I think you would have even seen the recent example of, Butler taking Dhoni's shirt and, several such things happening. So this is just something that happened in the spirit of the moment. And both of the players, of course, paid hefty fines. But it was, I guess, good fun for the spectators to watch. And Pollard, of course, is captaining for Mumbai today, in today's match, which is going to start in the next 10 minutes because apparently Rohit Sharma is unwell and sitting out. Starc, of course, has kind of had a share of injuries and so on and is not featuring in the current edition of the league. Okay. Last question, a penultimate question of the current set before the special question. Yusuf Pathan, Rohit Sharma's name comes up once again, and Shane Watson are some of the players who have been able to do it twice. However, in 2018, a player achieved it for the 3rd time. What is more impressive is that this was done consecutively across seasons. What is this achievement? Who is the player? Very interesting question and very interesting achievement, actually. So Yusuf, Rohit and Shane Watson have done it twice. Who has done it for a 3rd time and consecutively over 3 seasons? Okay, I think everybody who attempted this question has gotten it absolutely correct. This is indeed Karan Sharma, the leg spinner. And he has won. So Yusuf Pathan, Rohit Sharma and Shane Watson have won it with 2 different teams. Yusuf Pathan with Rajasthan Royals, with the Rajasthan team and Mumbai. Rohit Sharma with the old Hyderabad team, Deccan Chargers in Mumbai. Shane Watson also with 2 different franchises. But the guy who did it in over 3 consecutive seasons and with 3 different franchises was Karan Sharma. Quite amazing. In 2016, he played for Hyderabad. They won. In 2017, he played for Mumbai. They won. In 2018, he played for Chennai. They won. Quite the lucky charm and quite an amazing, good achievement, winning the title with different teams. And Karan Sharma having done it 3 times. And like Akash said, it's apparently his birthday today. So big shout out and very happy birthday to Karan Sharma from all of us here at the Kaadoo Quiz. Last question. The most prominent pair in the past few seasons have played for the same team. One of the first such instances with such a pair came in the 6th match of IPL 2008 when Rajasthan met Punjab. Other instances include when a pair of South Africans met during the Chennai-Delhi game in 2012. This season, an English pair met during the Rajasthan-Chennai game. What are we talking about? So perfect answer. I think all of you got it right. These are brothers playing against each other in an IPL match. So the Pathans have done it. The Hussies have done it in the past. The Morkels, Albi and brother and Mornay have done it. And now the Currans, of course, Sam and Tom Curran, like a lot of you said, have all faced each other in the IPL as opponents. Of course, possibly the most successful brothers pairing are the Pandyas, who both play, of course, for the same team in Mumbai. Right. So this time we have Sam Curran for Chennai and we have Tom Curran for Rajasthan. All right. So we've had Michael and David Hussey, Yusuf and Irfan, and Albi and Mornay in the past. Okay. So good. So let's go to the last question, which is a special question. So due warning on this, please do not post your answer in the comments. I will show you an email ID. I will show you a phone number. Please make sure that you give your answer only through email or through WhatsApp. And of all the correct answers that come in, there'll be a lucky draw to pick who is the winner. And since we will not have a next quiz, the winner will be announced on the Facebook page of Kaadoo by tomorrow or day after. Prize winners for this contest will also be announced. As you know, we award 4 to 5 prizes for the maximum all correct answers, as well as the fastest after every quiz session, and your names and your profiles are featured. So please look back to the Kaadoo Facebook page and see if your name's there. And do attempt the special question immediately, because we will be closing it by tomorrow, which is Saturday or Sunday, and then we will declare the results. Okay, here is the question. But before that, so remember, this is the email ID. Love to hear from you at kaadoo.in, and that's the phone number over there. You can either send it in by email or by WhatsApp. Okay, here is your question. What unfortunate record related to the Indian T20 League connects these cricketers? All right, so that brings us to the end, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much to all of you who have been ardent supporters of the Kaadoo quiz over the last 8 fortnights that we've been doing it. I know things have changed even from July when we started doing these quizzes to today. I hope this has been fun for you all. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've come, of course, to the end of the T20 season as well, more or less. In the next 2 weeks, the tournament will be over as well. The Kaadoo team is evaluating how best to go forward in terms of future quizzes and other contests. Of course, a lot of action already happening. There is a daily question, daily contest going on. Please do take part in that. But the fortnightly Kaadoo quizzes will hopefully come back to you soon. Like I said, please write in with your comments, with your thoughts, with your feedback. We'll take them all, we'll incorporate it. And we hope to be back with you for another edition of the Kaadoo quiz. Please do follow Kaadoo on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So on that note, I would like to say once again, thank you very much. Thank you all for your support. Enjoy the rest of the time. As I always say before I sign off, stay home, stay safe, take good care of yourselves. Until I meet you again at another quiz, this is Venki Srinivasan saying bye-bye, good night.